there, what's your name? Can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, my name's Jessie Queck. I'm a senior at Eastern. I'm from Redford, Michigan, so not too far away from here. And I'm on the executive staff of student government. I really like hiking and also urban planning.
What's your current position within student government?
I'm the director of student services.
What are the responsibilities for your role?
So I do a lot around voting and civic engagement. It's October right now, so we're doing a lot of work around voting leading up to the midterms. But then I also do a lot of work around providing resources for students and making sure that students know what resources are available to them.
What initially drove you to become a member of student government?
I had just become a political science major, and I was learning more about how we have these institutions that kind of work together to create change on different social issues, and I've always been really passionate about that, and I wanted to try it out on the university level.
Do you have any upcoming events or projects that you've been working on for student government that you're really looking forward to?
Yeah, right now, like I said, we're doing a lot around voting coming up to the midterms, so we're organizing a town hall with a bunch of different elected officials, and that's actually coming up next week. It'll be over by the time this video comes out. But I'm also putting together a kind of master list resource guide for students at Eastern to be able to refer back to that has a bunch of resources about what's available to them at Eastern, but also in Ypsilanti on all kinds of different issues.
Can you remind me, what are you majoring in?
I'm majoring in political science and sociology.
What made you decide to pursue political science?
I took a class with Dr. Barry Pyle called Civil Rights and Liberties in a Diverse United States. I had always been really interested in social justice issues, but that class really taught me about how social change, political change, legal change, how they all work together, and I knew that I wanted to pursue that to try and make progress on the issues that I care about.
What different clubs and organizations are you involved in on campus that add to your honors experience?
The biggest one that I'm in is definitely Model UN. I'm the vice president of that as well. And then I'm also part of the Young Democratic Socialists on campus, and I think those are my two biggest affiliations.
So where are we now?
We're in the Student Government Office, which is on the third floor of the Student Center in the Center for Student Involvement. This is where the Student Government executive staff all has their desks and where senators come to work on any resolutions or projects that they're working on.
What honors pathway are you pursuing?
I'm pursuing highest honors, departmental honors, and university honors.
How would you describe your experience in the Honors College thus far?
It's been incredibly rewarding. I've really liked being able to take classes that have smaller sizes, and I've really liked being able to work closer with my professors. I'm also working on my honors senior thesis right now, and that's been really, really interesting. It's allowed me to dive into topics that I really care a lot about, a lot more than I would have been able to outside of the honors college.
What has been your favorite honors class?
I think it's safe to say that the Civil Rights and Liberties in a Diverse United States was one of my favorites. It's definitely had the biggest impact on me. I've also really enjoyed, I contracted a Latin American politics class, and that project taught me a lot about Latin American politics that I got to dive deeper into outside of the normal class material.
What has been your favorite honors social event that you have participated in?
I went to, when I lived in Downing my freshman year, I would go to crafting nights that they would host, and those were always a lot of fun.
What has been the most rewarding part of being an honors student?
I think that being able to work more closely with my professors has been the biggest thing. I've ended up with a lot of mentors and a lot of really close connections that I definitely wouldn't have had or wouldn't have pursued if I was taking that class and not trying to contract it or not trying to work a little bit harder on some of those projects.
So who's one of your biggest inspirations?
Lately, as part of one of my sociology classes, I've been reading a lot about Jane Addams, and she's become a really big inspiration of mine. I really admire how much grassroots work she's done around a lot of a variety of social justice issues and her ability to build community in such a big city like Chicago.
What advice would you give to your younger self?
I would definitely say that you don't have to know everything. When I started college, I thought I needed to know my major and know exactly what clubs I wanted to join and what I wanted to do in college, and that has changed so much, and I'm so happy that it's changed because I've found these things that I care about that I honestly didn't even know existed 4 years ago, and that has been allowing myself to take the time to figure that out has been kind of my biggest success in college, I would say.
All right, so I'm dying to know, what is one of the most recent TV shows that you've been binged watched this year?
Not recent, but I've been watching a lot of Freaks and Geeks. It's really sad that it's only one season because I love it. It's such a good show. I would recommend it to anybody.
All right, so random question, but if you could only eat one thing for the rest of your life, what would it be?
I really like ice cream, especially anything from Go Ice Cream, which is downtown in Ypsi. I love that place. They have such unique flavors, and I could eat that forever.
How would you describe your career at Eastern Michigan University using 3 words?
I would say growth, partnership, and kindness.
Why should someone choose to become an honor student?
I would say that it's a really great way to get to know your professors more, and it's also an awesome way to explore any interest that you may have, really getting that deeper dive into anything that you think that you might want to pursue as a research project or even as a career. And the Honors College also has a lot of awesome resources like scholarships and just other ways to get involved in the university beyond the kind of normal programming.
So you've reached the last question. How can EMU students get involved with student government?
There are a lot of ways to get involved in student government. I would say 2 of the most accessible ways are to attend our meetings. They happen every other Tuesday at 6 o'clock in room 300 of the Student Center, and you can find more details about that on our website. And you can also email us at emu_studentgovt@emish. We can answer questions that way, and you can get in contact with us that way. You can also apply to be a senator during the school year if we have open Senate seats, and there's more information about that on our website. You can apply to be a senator and you will be voted on by the student body at the end of the school year as well. And then you can also apply to be a delegate for a student organization to make sure that that organization's interests are represented on student government.
All right, thank you so much, Jessica.
Thank you.